Video number 32. Number 32.1. I have been a nurse for 45 years and this is absolutely true. So many of my patients would talk to their relatives as I was in the room with them. The first time it happened, I really didn't truly believe it, and I'm going back to the 1960s. It happened more and later my family members as well. We were able to verify what they were saying as how the person looked and what they were doing. I myself had an experience when I was at the dentist. I was allergic to the anesthesia, and I had an out-of-body experience. As I'm in a tunnel and being drawn toward this light, I see a little cat I had when I was just a little kid. It came running down the tunnel. I called the cat by name, and he turned around and it ran a little and kept turning back to see me. Then I could hear voices ahead of me. I definitely was headed toward that way, but all of a sudden, I hear my name and I wake up in the dentist chair. I was in very bad shape but will never forget seeing the kitten I had and knowing I was close to death. There definitely was nothing to be afraid of. Number 32.2. My grandmother, who was in a coma, awoke and shouted the names of relatives that have passed away. She passed away the following morning. Number 32.3. When my grandmother was passing, she asked me who all the people in the room were. I said the nurses. She said no, my sister is here, and I didn't understand at the time because I was younger and not spiritually awakened yet. I wish I knew then what I know now. Number 32.4. My uncle wanted a bath, then he told my aunt to get a shower first. While she was in the bathroom he passed. She said she knew he didn't want her to see him die. She truly believes that. I agree, he was like that. He didn't want to make things harder on her. Number 32.5. My grandfather was on his deathbed in the hospital ICU. I went to visit him, and as I approached his room, ICU rooms don't have doors. I heard his voice. He said, "I'll have some of that pie." I figured he was awake and family was visiting. As I got closer to his room, I heard him say, "Don't leave. Where are you going?" When I entered his room he was asleep and nobody else was there. He was one of 13 brothers, all had passed away and so had his wife. I believe they were all there to be with him in his last days. And now I believe your loved ones who passed will be there to greet you when it's your time. Number 32.6. I witnessed my mom talking to her deceased brother and mother while in hospital with her, a few weeks prior, like you said. Number 32.7. I believe people do see their dead loved ones. My mom started seeing her dad and mom and my dad about 3 weeks to a month before she died. One time she asked me if dad was still alive 'cause she saw him. I think she said the same thing about her dad too. Please subscribe, like and share with anyone that needs these comforting stories. Search for my related book on Amazon using the title of 4,000 Deathbed Vision Stories. Sincerely, Ken.